All right, how's it going? I wanted to make a video about these slides because these are the first Yeezys I've ever had. These are the original Yeezy Slide Ochre colorway that released in October of 2021. I took delivery of these on March the 12th of 2022 via StockX. And yeah, like I said, these are my first Yeezys ever. I've never had a Yeezy anything, none of the season stuff, none of the Adidas stuff before this pair. So this is what kind of got me into all of this Yeezy ecosystem stuff or whatever. Couple of things I want to talk about. So yeah, StockX had them over 2 years. These are a pair made in China, and I don't know if y'all can see it real well. Maybe y'all can see that. You can see the text a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, Yeezy, made in China, whatever. Compared to the India pair, I had the Onyx colorway for a minute before I sold those, but I may buy them back, I'm not sure. But the Onyx colorway was an India pair, and I would say they fit a little bit more narrow. They kind of look more narrow, but at the same time, I don't know if that's a fair comparison because I've had these things for over 2 years. I've worn these things everywhere. Just to name a few: LA, Miami, on the cruise to the Bahamas. I've had these things on the beach countless times. And yeah, they've gotten dirty countless times. But one thing I've always done, I've always kept them clean. And what's really cool about these is that they seem to hold up very well to cleaning, no matter what you use. Soap, shampoo, whatever, super hot water. I just cleaned these things right before I started recording this video. So, and also, maybe not a lot of people would know, but there is sort of this swirl texture thing going on with them. So that's really cool to see. And yeah, so really how they hold up. Let me just make sure I'm keeping track because yeah, there's a lot I want to say about these. But yeah, anyway, they're still really good condition. Yeah, the fins, I mean, that's kind of expected. The fins are kind of going to die down or whatever, but not really that big of an issue. Get a little mark right here. That's probably a personal mistake or whatever. But overall, y'all, I mean, yeah, there's some creases. It's showing its age a little bit, but I have seen some other slides that look a lot worse than this. And newer slides that look a lot worse than this. I've really done my best to take care of these. And I think if you take care of them, they'll hold up well. Now, it's not the lightest colorway. It's not the darkest colorway. But I've always liked this color a lot. And I'm sure if you had like a bone pair or whatever, it'd be a lot harder to keep those clean. But yeah, these have been just really good. And here's the other one if you want to see it as well. But yeah, really no issues with them at all. These things are tanks. Now, so 2 years, right? Surely they've loosened up a bit, right? Sort of, kind of, yes and no. I would say these things feel near exactly how they did when they were new, aside from, you know, the fins kind of giving out a little bit. So yeah, they feel a little bit more squishy or whatever down there. But I mean, really, they felt fine. When I tried on the Onyx ones that I won from Adidas when they were getting released a year or so ago, I really didn't tell that much of a difference at all. So yeah, they feel consistent the more you wear them. Now, that's really all I have to say about this slide, right? The Adidas Yeezy slide, right? I want to talk about the V2s. Well, not even the V2s. No, you wouldn't even call those V2s, would you? Anyway, independent Yeezy, YZY, right? The non-Adidas Yeezy, for a bit of time, showed an animation of a new YZY Slides model that sort of acted like the pods in a way. So basically, and I don't like overproducing these videos, so I'm not going to really show you an animation. I got something in here I'll show y'all. But basically, they attach like this somehow, right? And there's no more fins. It's completely flat bottom, but it kind of curbs up. Let me show you the notebook already. So what I did, I kind of sketched out what I just the V2 pods, right? So I was thinking, well, how in the world are they supposed to attach like that? And then idea came to my head, well, it would have to be magnets, right? Because assuming that this is a perfectly smooth surface or whatever all the way around, it wouldn't be all that wild to have a magnet plate in both the toe box and the heel area that actually allowed you to attach them like a pod. Something like that. Now the pods right now, they don't have any magnets in them. The thing about the pods that kind of make them the pods is that they fold up into these pods, right? So that's why I thought about the name pod slides, because if they're attaching like that, I mean, you could kind of call that, maybe that's their kind of nomenclature for a pod. So that's where you get the name pod slides. But how they attach, I think a lot of people are wondering, how in the world are those going to attach? I am betting big that it's magnets. Magnet on the toe box, positive, negative, just put them close to each other, and then they just attach. Now, how they're gonna put a magnet in a foam material like this, I mean, it's not all that unreasonable, probably, to put a magnet plates, up here or whatnot. It's how that's gonna last over time that I'm wondering. And I'm wondering if the material is gonna be more rigid, maybe, and possibly not as plush, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. But that's kind of my concept of a pods slide based on what we've already seen and just thinking about a logical way that they could attach. So, but really that's kind of it. I just wanted to show you all how this generation of slides had held up over the past 2, almost 3 years, and how impressed I've been on the condition of it over time. And then, yeah, just offer y'all some idea of how this next generation of independent Yeezy will work in regards to the new slides that should be coming out who knows when. But anyway, I hope this video was in some way informative. Sorry if it was a bit messy, but yeah, thank you all for watching these as always, and yeah, more soon.